What's up YouTube? Heavy coming to you, Captain Awesome Fish Room, Jeff Chrome's Brovi, bringing y'all a pretty cool video today. We're going to be talking about puffers. Yes, puffers. We're going to be talking about a few things that are kind of like, you know, a mysterious cloud type thing, when you can easily go on the internet and read about it and actually find out the truth behind the matters. So yeah, we're going to be talking about pufferfish. I hope y'all are excited about that. It's going to be more geared towards freshwater puffers. Obviously, I have not the experience in saltwater pufferfish, although one day I will keep one. You know, you never know. You never know. But we're going to be talking about freshwater puffers, their toxicity and stuff like that. So I hope you're excited. I'm excited. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make videos every single week. I make a lot of videos, so hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Let's get this show started. Alrighty guys, so here we are, we're talking about puffers and their toxicity, and we're going to go over how they become toxic and why inside the aquarium they're confused as being toxic, but they aren't. Okay, now in the wild, puffers inside their diet of snails and mollusks, because some are molluscivores and some are piscivores. Okay, now the ones that like eat shell organisms like snails, crabs, stuff like that, now they eat these things that have algae and bacteria on their shells, and when they eat that kind of stuff, okay, those two specific types of organisms, that algae and that bacteria, that in turn creates that toxin that these pufferfish carry. Now in saltwater pufferfish, the toxin can actually be found in their organs and in their flesh. Okay, now we all know that over in China and Japan, they have specialized chefs that have to have license to, you know, serve the delicacy over there, but they have to consume these things in order to produce that toxin. Their body doesn't produce this toxin on their own. Okay, now in freshwater puffers it's the same way. This certain type of algae and this certain type of bacteria have to be consumed in order to produce the toxin that these pufferfish carry. Okay, now inside freshwater puffers, generally the toxin is only found in their flesh. Now here's where it gets interesting, okay, because a lot of people, you know, when you tell people that you keep pufferfish, they get concerned and, you know, aren't you scared those fish are toxic, if you touch them you can die, stuff like that. Well, here's the thing, guys. If they're wild caught and they're freshly wild caught, then yeah, sure, they can have that toxin, absolutely have that toxin on their flesh or in them, you know, whatever. They can absolutely have it. But in aquarium life, the food that they eat, you know, such as the small snails and the food that we specifically give them, like the half-shelled clams here, they don't get that bacteria and that certain type of algae mixed together inside of their diet to produce that toxin. So that toxin in turn dissipates, rendering them non-toxic. Okay, so whenever you're keeping puffers in aquariums, unless they're wild caught, you really don't have to worry about that toxin. Okay, you don't. And even if they are wild caught, after so long of living in aquarium life, that toxin is going to dissipate, and you're no longer going to have to worry about it if they come up to you and you touch them, or whatever have you. Okay. So it's a really common misunderstanding and myth that like even when people are out fishing and they accidentally catch a puffer, right? They're scared to touch it because they think that just by touching it they're going to get poisoned and die and all that fun stuff. Now, even though that would be a wild caught fish, I wrote down the name of the toxin of the freshwater puffer fish here. It's called saxitoxin. But anyways, even though it can be found inside of their flesh and inside of their organs in saltwater species, touching them to get them off the hook to put them back, or what have you, unless you have an open wound or something like that, guys, I mean, it's not going to kill you. Okay, it might absorb in your skin a little bit and give you an itch or something. Unless you're allergic to that toxin, there's no serious danger there unless you're allergic to it. Now we're going to take a break from Mr. Cletus here, and we're going to go and take a look at the dwarf puffers and finish up our video here. So we'll be right back. Oh, that's interesting. We'll watch him eat that shell. Or snail, rather. That's a baby ram's horn. He's chipping away at it to get the meat. You can see how much this guy has grown and the colors that he's starting to produce here. It's an amazing fish, great personality. But anyways, let's head over to the 50 long subscriber planted tank and take a look at the dwarf puffers. Alright guys, so in conclusion, we are at the 50 long subscriber planted tank, checking out the dwarf puffers, or pea puffers, whichever you prefer to call them. Cool little fish is what I like to call them. I love their little personality and their curiosity. There's one of the guys right there. I'm getting ready to feed these guys some bloodworms and watch them get fat bellies. But yeah, like I said, in conclusion, guys, in aquarium raised puffers, you do not have to worry about them being toxic or deadly to you, okay? There's just simply no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, they do have to have that type of bacteria and algae consumed together in order to produce that toxin, in order to render them lethal or give them the possibility to make somebody sick or sickly. So with that said, guys, be sure to go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Like the page. All the links are inside the description. I'm making it really easy for you. I hope y'all enjoyed today's informational video. I hope some of y'all at least took something away from it and learned something. And I hope it was fun to watch. And who doesn't like looking at plants and fish? Especially, man, this thing is just growing in so nice and looking so good. I'm really pleased with how this tank is looking. So yeah, like I said, guys, be sure to go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Links are inside the description. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Happy fish keeping. And stay true to the hobby. You gotta love that Hygrophila SP Tiger. Look at the pattern starting to come in on that bad boy. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.